I've gotten comments asking why I haven't spoken about recent controversy regarding JENNIE and GISELLE. For those who don't know, in the teaser for HBO's The Idol, which JENNIE has been casted in, she is seen with what seems like cornrows. This has sparked accusations of cultural appropriation because the black community have always experienced prejudice for their hair among many other things, but now people who aren't black are wearing it for things like entertainment. This is an issue that continuously comes up in the K-pop industry and community. GISELLE's situation comes from aespa's LA showcase, when during the show, while the girls were doing a TikTok dance, GISELLE ends with a gesture that seems to mimic a dance from Indian and Desi culture. What also upset many people was that it looked like she laughed right afterward. Now, the reason I have not touched on either of these was because I was waiting for some kind of response. I've implemented a rule for myself, admittedly based on lessons learned, to only discuss things that are addressed either by an official statement or an acknowledging action. This way, I can at least present the thoughts of both sides for a more rounded conversation. For example, maybe their response would include a reason as to why they put this hairstyle on her in the first place. Plus, this rule prevents me from wasting your time on every unsubstantiated rumor that comes out. However, with these two situations, neither a statement or responsive action have happened. So for now, let me know your thoughts on both of these things and everything that needs to be considered. I don't know if the GISELLE situation will ever get addressed at this point, but that JENNIE scene could still be edited out when the show airs, which could mean they've acknowledged the concerns and we can discuss it further. Because sometimes we don't 100% know if the idols know about the backlash taking place, just like in the case of ITZY Lia. ITZY recently went on a radio show where Chaeryeong revealed that she had considered getting a tan, something she thought about even before debut, but then stated that Lia said if you do it, you're going to be neither fair nor sexy, you'll be kind of awkward in the middle somewhere. In the show, Lia then clarified her comment to mean that she just thinks Chaeryeong is already very pretty. However, many people still took her comments as colorist because it sounded like being in between fair and tan complexions is less attractive. People also took her statement saying she thinks Chaeryeong is already very pretty to mean that being fair-skinned is more attractive. Well, a fan brought this to Lia's attention during a fan sign call, and this was her response.
First of all, I'm not really sure about this issue at the moment, but if that's what people understood, I'm so sorry for the mistake. Normally not my intention to get hurt, and I think that's something I need to take more time and kind of maybe have a chance to speak out again.
Another apology we got this week was regarding BIBI's very concerning breakdown during her Instagram livestream.
I can't. I want to eat. I want to take a nap. I want to rest. Nobody allowed me to wash my face. 세수하지 말라고 다 7시간. I wish I was not an artist. I wish I was not a singer or a celebrity. No, I don't want to do this.
But the next morning, BIBI went back on Instagram after discovering her name had blown up online to say this.
I'm so sorry that I made you worried. I'm so sorry that I got too dramatic yesterday. I just saw my face and I saw me crying. I'm so sorry that I made you concerned. I slept well, I ate well, and I didn't know that I'm this powerful and I didn't know everybody's watching me. What I want to say is I worked my ass off because I wanted to make my album so good. Everybody's always so good to me. I think this is huge misunderstanding. I love you guys and I love everybody. What happened in my life.
Now, understandably, after the initial livestream, Tiger JK, legend in the industry and founder of Feel Good Music, was getting a lot of backlash for allowing things to get to that point. However, he came out to clarify a lot of points, and to back him up and reiterate his sentiments, BIBI came out again to say that Tiger JK and Yoon Mi-rae should not be on the receiving end of any backlash because they are the people who give her the most strength when she's having a difficult time. Another misunderstanding that makes me feel bad for everyone involved is the MOMOLAND situation in Puerto Rico. The girls of MOMOLAND were there to present at an award show celebrating Latin music artists, as they've collaborated with Natti Natasha on Yummy Yummy Love, a great song by the way. Now, while CNCO were accepting their award for Best Fandom, they also announced that they would be disbanding after 7 years together. However, without a translator present combined with the crowd reaction, JOOE especially was seen clapping in the back during this announcement. After the clip went around, JOOE did put out an apology for misunderstanding what was going on, but from the reactions I've seen, I don't think anyone thinks it was done intentionally or maliciously, which hopefully is the same case regarding ATEEZ. ATEEZ's new album, which just from pre-orders is already breaking their own records, is supposed to come out this Friday, July 29th. But it was announced that Hello 82 discovered that a music store in Las Vegas had accidentally sold the albums prematurely, which resulted in them having to painstakingly track down everyone who bought it, offer them a full refund, and remove those albums from the stores for now. I don't know if they were able to accomplish that. I will be pleasantly surprised if nothing from ATEEZ's new album leaks before Friday. And one last serious story, but let me preface this with don't worry, everyone is okay, nobody was hurt at all. But this clip of TWICE returning from Japan has blown up of what could have been a near collision with an oncoming bus. Nayeon and Momo were the ones in this particular vehicle, waving to fans while the car takes off. We then see a bus coming quite quickly, while their van doesn't seem to hesitate or stop at all. Luckily, the bus was able to suddenly slow down as you hear the bus driver honking at the car and the man behind the camera react. As always, let's move on to positive things that we can celebrate in K-pop. Earlier this week, BLACKPINK held virtual concerts on PUBG Mobile, and in it, they previewed their upcoming song Ready for Love, which will be released in full on July 29th with PUBG Mobile. Now, while I can't play that audio, for those who remember, this is actually a song we've already heard a bit of before. Just this year alone, we've talked about Eric Nam stopping his concert multiple times in order to help fans who have fainted or were on the verge of passing out. Same for GOT7's Yeogyum and the girls of aespa. A similar thing happened again the other day at the Daegu Water Bomb Festival during Jay Park's performance. At one point, he notices unusual commotion in the crowd, waves his hand to stop the music, and asked if something happened. The crowd told him someone had passed out, which Jay then made sure that person would receive the attention and aid they needed. He would then go on to tell everyone to make sure they're hydrated and are looking out for each other. Congrats to 17 for becoming the first K-pop artist to have a repackaged album surpass 1 million sales in the first week. Also, huge congrats to 2PM's CHANSUNG and his wife welcoming a healthy baby girl into this world. While we're on second gen JYP groups, congrats to In My Heart, forever leader of Wonder Girls SUNYE for making her solo debut. For the past few weeks, it was J-Hope and GD at the same dinner party, then V and Lisa at the Celine event, Taeyang attending J-Hope's listening party, and now we have V sitting next to 21's DARA at the Kisoju VVIP party among other huge stars. Crazy! Now this next one is positive news if you're not Source Music and HYBE, because it has been reported that the Korea Intellectual Property Protection Agency has rejected Source Music's application for exclusive trademark rights to the name GFRIEND. This means the 6 girls could technically promote as GFRIEND, use the name on broadcast. However, Source Music does have the logo rights and most likely their previous discography as well. But in the future, it's possible for a special reunion as GFRIEND and maybe a new song as well. Obviously, that would depend on their respective companies, their solo endeavors, and of course, Vivi's promotions. Also, here's another thing. The only way Source Music can resubmit the application is if the members allow them to acquire the trademark. Speaking of reuniting, after 5 years, the members of SISTAR came together for the final episode of Sketchbook, which is ending after 13 years and 600 episodes. This is the first time the girls have reunited on stage since their goodbye performance in 2017. Watching this made me remember everything I loved about SISTAR. Obviously, their amazing songs that took over the summer, their fearlessness to be real and themselves. So with the news that GFRIEND can reunite, Girls' Generation coming in August, Kara possibly making a return, there's one question on my mind.